Okay, hi everyone. I have Shell, which is the beautiful Goldilocks, and Rain, which is her daughter. Right. So, Shell, you've been stalking me for a long time. You've also been my client for a long time.
I have. I stalked you for 2 years before I'd actually got an appointment with you.
Stalker.
Yes, I'm a stalker. I watched your videos, and then coming to Georgia, excuse me, from overseas, and didn't have anybody to do my hair.
Right.
And so I'd been following you when I was overseas.
Right.
So
Oh yeah, you go overseas.
So when I finally got here, like I said, I stalked you, watched your videos, and then finally got up the nerve to give you a call.
And you got an appointment.
I did.
Right. And we've been knowing each other for a long time.
Yes.
It's going on we're going on more than 3 years.
Yes.
Right. And Rain, and disclaimer, I do not do children's here. I'll do a young teenager. Rain, how old are you?
I am 15 years old.
Perfect. Right. So Rain, I heard you're a straight A student and you're doing great, but there's something else amazing you do. What do you do?
I'm an athlete and I'm a gymnast.
You're an athlete and a gymnast, and you're gold. So we're looking at you in a few years as in the Olympics. Yes. Just tell everybody you know me since you were a baby, though. Just don't tell them we just met. Okay. So how does your locks work with you being a gymnast? Because that's a lot of activity.
I mean, it works like as anybody else's hair would, like I can put it up in ponytails, buns, braids, anything.
And it doesn't hold you back?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't hold you back. Okay, so what about your friends? I mean, you're beautiful, you're a teenager, you're outgoing. What do they ask? I know you have friends who have loose, natural, or perms or weaves. Do you feel different? Do you feel left out?
I don't ever feel left out. I feel like I'm unique and I'm different from everybody else. And that just makes me me.
That makes you. So what do you tell them when they're like, could I touch your hair? Like, do you comb it? Could you take it out? I know all the questions they've asked. How do you answer that?
I answer them like, don't touch my hair because like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like you're letting your negativity in my hair. And that's just going to wish me on bad luck.
Good. And I even tell my clients that stop letting a bunch of people touch your crown. Good. So, and you swim also, right?
Yes.
You do, and it doesn't hold you back. No. Okay. What made you lock her hair, Shell?
What made me lock her hair? For one, she has really thick hair.
Yeah, she does. It's very disrespectful.
4 hours when she had loose hair. It would take 4 hours to shampoo, condition, detangle, and then whatever style I decided to do.
Right.
And so I said, well, I have locks, so why not lock her hair?
Right.
And it has been an amazing journey for her
experience
that we're doing this together.
So your appearance of a gymnast and a locked child has other parents come up to you and like, should I lock my kids here? Do they ask you for advice on their kids here?
They do. And, I tell them, it's just, I'll always call it a journey.
Right.
And you just have the same versatility as that you would if you had loose hair.
Right.
You can do the same thing.
Exactly.
You can still curl them. You can still, ponytails, like she said, buns.
Yeah. Braids.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You do.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I watch you on Facebook and I see all your little the little thing you wear for gymnastics. I'm like, how is she running that fast and doing those flips with that hair? Because you don't just have your locks not just long, they're thick. You have very thick locks, so it doesn't hurt your neck or anything like that. Okay. What advice, if somebody is watching this video right now and they're telling their little daughter, come see this girl, what advice would you give a child that's your age about locks?
Most definitely, you have to be patient with your hair. Like it doesn't automatically grow through like a day. You have to wait time and then really take care of them. Mm-hmm. And like, you got to make sure this is really what you want. Cause like, it's a journey through all of this.
Right.
Like, at the end, you're just gonna be really glad that you got it.
And what about because bullying is something that's infamous in the school system, right? And it comes in many forms. Not all bullying is physical, it just be people talking foolishness. Mm-hmm. So what would you tell a child who just started a lot? So the ones who even have loose natural and they're having their peers or other students laughing at them and talking, what would you tell them to inspire them?
Tune everybody out. Your hair is perfect. You are perfect. You don't have to listen to anybody. And like what they're saying doesn't matter. It's just what you think about your hair and how you like your hair.
And just say, I am not my hair.
Right. You are not your hair. Right. Good. And what advice would you give a parent who child is like, you know what? I don't know. I'm trying to get her natural or locked. what advice would you give her? Because at that age, they're more, they could make their own choices, right? What advice would you give a parent who's trying to, get their child to that more natural state?
I would just show them like role models, little girls, that
With
have,
locks.
and then we have, our first Ariel.
Yeah.
To,
Who's going to be the Little Mermaid?
yeah.
And
she
then
has
also
locks.
that director lady who did Selma, she has locks,
Ava
right?
DuVernay.
Yep.
So we have,
a lot of people,
role models out there with locks. It's not just a culture. It's more or less, it's actually going back to our roots.
Right.
It's going back to our roots. And I just say embrace it.
Embrace it.
Just, show your child, positive, little girls that have locks, and, adults, and say, this is what you start out with and this is what you'll end with.
Right. And like Rain said it perfectly, it is a journey. And I like how you said it, it's patience. You have to be patient. And you were very articulate in saying, I love it, that you have to tune out. You have to be sure of yourself.
Yes.
Whether you're an adult or a child, a minor, you have to be sure of yourself when it comes to natural hair on the whole. Because we've been so brainwashed into like, if it's nappy, you're not happy. Remember, that was actual slogan back in the day. If you're not nappy, but to see both, as I said, I've been doing shells here for a long time. I do your son's here. He comes up from where?
From Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yes. I do your son's here. I do the whole family.
Yes.
So family up here. I started Rain's here, and they all have very healthy hair. So I just wanted to post these two beautiful, saying their mother and daughter, yeah, right, whatever.
So we're doing this together.
They're doing, and they will also be on the I Am My Hair photo shoot. So you guys are going to see them in a few months when we do that photo shoot. Dama, you remember when we did that a couple of years ago in New York, New Jersey, and Georgia. All right, so let's say goodbye, guys.
Bye.